Good afternoon, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I am gonna have to say apologies for my cracked, croaky voice, but I'm still getting over being sick, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but I am feeling a lot better. It's just that when I get strep throat, it turns into completely losing my voice, and let's just see if we can make it through the video, because I thought I might join you from my new kitchen. And this is actually the first week that I've done a full grocery shop for 2 people, because now that I'm living with Jazz, I am doing all of our cooking, and Jazz really wanted to do mostly organic and fresh farmers market produce, so that's been really nice. And we basically just headed down to the Prahran Market, bought all of our meat from Hagen's Organic, and then we got a couple of other bits and pieces from Woolworths and a few things from an organic grocer as well, which was really cute because I got to walk around with a little basket and like pick out all of the bits and pieces. And something really nice about that organic produce that I guess just didn't really occur to me buying from the supermarket, that everything is just so ripe and fresh. Like even when I was picking up capsicums and things, they were just really, like, you can just tell they're going to be yummy because they're actually ripe. They don't just kind of look vaguely red for like a red capsicum. So thought I might just unpack all of that and show you. But I did actually get a new cookbook this week because we went to Chadstone and did a little bit of home shopping, and I picked up this one which is called Healthy Air Fryer Recipes, and it's maybe like 250 pages or something. It was just from Dimmicks and only cost me $17. It's got a huge gluten-free section if you happen to have any allergies. There's also a vegetarian section, keto, paleo, and just some normal recipes in there as well. So I have been on a mission to work my way through this because I love my air fryer. I didn't ever think I would really want one, and ever since getting one, I just can't stop using it. So these are the meal ideas that I've kind of taken from that book and just kind of come up with at the moment for this week. So I wanted to do some corn fritters, which are with like zucchini, sweet potato, tinned corn, that kind of thing. I also made some gluten-free bread in the air fryer for Jazz the other night as like dinner rolls, as our little entree before dinner. They were so good, and of course because they're freshly hot and warm, when you put the butter on it just melts into them. And that was a recipe my mum sent me off Instagram. It was so easy. I'll make them for you sometime on here, but it was quite literally just a little container of light Greek yogurt, some gluten-free flour or normal flour if you don't care about the gluten-free thing, and then and some baking soda, and then just mix that all together and it kind of becomes a dough. And then I just turn it into a little ball, put in heaps of herbs and spices, coat it with olive oil, into the air fryer for like 10 to 12 minutes, and you get these perfect cute little bread rolls. So really been having fun with that. The other thing that I've done is I want to do steak with salad. I'm going to make beetroot, carrot and parsnip chips instead of sweet potato fries, so I thought that would be kind of interesting. I'm also going to do prawn tacos because we both love Mexican inspired food. I'm going to do lamb koftas with some rice and a little kind of chop salad that I've done where I just finely diced a whole bunch of vegetables. I also wanted to do turmeric salmon, which I did the salmon in the air fryer because I personally hate pan frying salmon. It just stinks out the entire house. So I actually really love that you can do it in the air fryer and just kind of contain all of the smell and mess. And I was going to do that turmeric salmon with asparagus and crispy potatoes. And the last thing I was going to do is some sweet chili chicken with coconut rice and a salad. So that's pretty much going to be all the dinners done for the next few nights. I might have to freeze a little bit of the meat, I guess, depending on like which order we use it in, because I obviously don't want anything to go off after we've just gone and got everything all at once. And the last thing I'm really thinking of making is some gluten-free blueberry muffins, because I've got some frozen blueberries in the freezer and I'm pretty sure I have all the ingredients I need here. So if I do, I think I will make those, and maybe we can make them together, but I'm just going to see how I feel because I might need to just go and have a bit of a lay down after this. I'm not quite sure. I'm just trying really hard to actually listen to my body for once, because I'm definitely in the camp that I will push myself no matter what, which is really stupid when you're trying to get over something. And I feel like I can just really shorten the window of recovery if I just relaxed, and then I'll be fine again by Monday, because today's only Saturday. So, oh, actually, I do have one other bag of things as well, because above the Woolworths there is a Big W, and I just needed to get a couple of things for the house because I ended up just completely throwing out all of my old trays and things like that because they were just a little bit dirty and gross, and to be honest I just did not have time to clean and salvage any of those sorts of things, and I had had them for a few years, so I thought new house, start fresh. So I just went to Big W and I got a few things that I need. So I've just got a slice tray. This was the Masterclass slice tray I'll just use that generically in the oven for pretty much anything I want to put on there, and I thought that was pretty good. I think it was maybe $7. I also got 2 pizza trays, and I normally use the cauliflower based pizzas or a gluten-free one for Jazz, and these ones are the best in my opinion because they have the holes in the bottom, so it still allows the bottom of the pizza to get really crispy, because I did used to have one that was a little bit more of a solid base and it just never cooked anything right. They always ended up a little bit soggy. So if you ever have that problem, just hunt down a pizza tray like this because it lets it get cooked properly the whole way through. Sorry for the noise. We're gonna lose our bag. I also got this muffin tray from Wiltshire, and again that was just from Big W, but I thought this was perfect because it's for big muffins, and if I'm going to bother cooking them or if I want to eat one, I would rather just have like a bigger size one than the little tiny cupcake kind of trays. So thought that would be perfect as well. So that takes care of all of my bakeware needs pretty much, because I'm pretty simplistic with most cooking things. It'll either be in the oven, the air fryer, fry pan, or like set a handful of little recipes like that. I also got from Big W's Open Nook range was actually really affordable. So I got 3 pack of tea towels, and these are like the nice, thick, actually absorbent ones, because I know sometimes with tea towels, they are, I don't know, you know, they're the ones that just like, they're kind of almost like a solid fabric and they really just don't soak anything up, and that is what I would like to use my tea towels for. I also got a little pot rest because we do have nice stone benches in this rental, so I just want to make sure we are protecting them at all costs, because I just don't want to hear about it and make any mistakes putting something down. I got this new oven mitt as well, and I really liked this. It's hard to find a good quality thick oven mitt. So this one is like a silicone bottom and then a fabric top, which is also good for cleanliness, because I found when I had a full fabric one, it was just always getting dirty, and I think this was only $6.50, so that was a pretty good find. And lastly, I just got another pack of tea towels. So I liked these ones. They were just green, and then there's some little checked ones in there. Both of them came as 3 packs, and I think in total all of that stuff, oh well, I take that back because we did get influenced at the checkout and bought some Lindt chocolates as well. So including that, the grand total for all of that Big W stuff was $65, I think. So that's pretty good for just getting a couple more homewares things sorted. But now I'm going to show you all of the bits and pieces I got to put those meals together as well. Alright, so first up from one butcher, we got some salmon. So I wasn't with Jazz when he bought this, but I think he just got 4 big fillets of salmon, and that definitely was not cheap from the markets. I think they were quite literally almost $10 per piece. So I think salmon in future we would probably just buy from the supermarket, because these ones were a little bit dear, but they do look amazing quality, and I'm sure they'll be really nice. And actually, I have to say, I am curious to see if these are properly deboned, because the last few times, I don't know about you guys, but when I've been buying salmon from Coles and Woolies, it's had bones in it, and I just don't think that the little machines or whatever they put it through are picking them out properly anymore, and I don't really like that. It kind of puts me off eating salmon, so I'm hoping this is a little bit better. Next up was the meat from the organic butcher. So we did get some eye fillet steaks, and those look absolutely incredible. So I'm thinking I will probably, maybe I'll do that tonight actually. It's probably good weather for it, because again, if you live in Melbourne as well, or just anywhere in Victoria or Lower Adelaide, Tasmania or whatever, it is so cold now. Like, we are well and truly officially in winter. I literally have like Ugg boots on with socks inside my house, so that is the temperatures we're into. But I got some lamb mince because I want to just hand make the lamb koftas, and that is all gluten-free as well, I think, from that butcher, which is good for Jazz. We also got these, which I'm really excited to try. They are Moroccan lamb burgers, and I did homemade burgers for us the other night, and it was really nice. So I'll probably do that again. And the last thing we got was just some chicken thighs, and that's what I'm going to do with the sweet chili chicken. Moving on to the most exciting one for me, the organic fruit and veg shop. Again, it's just something I had never really considered, but I will say this whole big bag, which is my Trader Joe's bag Mum bought me back from when she visited my sister in the States, it was $85 for all of the vegetables and fruit that I'm about to show you. So I actually thought that was pretty decent considering it is completely organic produce. So I probably wouldn't normally spend that much, but you know, since we're combining our budgets, it's working out to be pretty effective. So I got a bunch of bananas because I usually like to have those with my cereal in the morning, or even make it into a smoothie. I could not resist buying this cute little watermelon because I thought that would be really yummy to cut up and put in the fridge. I also got some sweet potato, and that'll be for the fritters and things. Got a bunch of coriander, and that's the other thing about all this produce. It just looks so fresh and yum. Pea shoots, which I put in the chop salad, and I also love using these as garnishes, even if I just did avocado on toast at home. I've also got some parsnips for the chips, which I'm going to do, and of course a big beetroot to cut up for that as well, and some carrots. So almost threw that on the floor. So that'll be what I do for the chippies, which go with the steak. And then I also bought a bunch of lemons, which I'm just going to pop in my fruit bowl straight away because I have lemon water pretty much every single day. I also got this absolutely enormous zucchini to do the fritters with. Normally you'd need two, but I just bought the one. Got a cucumber, some red capsicums, which again, you can already see how vibrant the color is, and they are just going to be amazing. I got a red onion, 3 little organic avocados, and I also got I want to say this is a papaya. I don't know. Tell me if I'm getting this wrong, but I think this is really good for you. So I thought I would just grab one of those and chop it up and put it in the fridge as well. I've also been making celery juice lately, so I'm just kind of keeping a few things like that in the fridge. Now that I've got this fridge, actually came with the rental. It was the owners and they just thought to leave it here. So that was really good because it saved us getting a fridge, and this fridge is actually amazing because it has so much room in it. And finally I've got the right blend of fridge on top, freezer down the bottom, because I don't know why when I bought my old fridge at my place that I got the freezer on top and fridge down the bottom, and I think it's just what I've always been used to because that's what my parents always had. And it wasn't until having this I realized how much easier it is to like put all of the produce away. So I'm just going to pop all of this into the fruit and veg drawers now. Okay, now for the supermarket stuff. Also, how beautiful is all the lighting that comes through this courtyard? It is just the prettiest place. I'm so happy to be in this house still. Just doesn't feel real yet, you know, when you first kind of move to a new place and you're just kind of getting used to it. And we are still in the process of like trying to find a rug and like do a little bit more furnishing, but just having a big kitchen is making the biggest difference to my day-to-day because I do spend a lot of time cooking and making. So I also got a few more organic things from Woolies. So we've got organic celery to make the juice with, and this is probably the least wasteful way to buy it, even though I really hate that they put it all in plastic wrap, but this is just a celery heart because I don't actually need the head and the leaves. I've got some salad mix, and I also got an organic coleslaw mix, and I'll put this on the prawn tacos. I got a few little light Greek yogurts, so that's just the Chobani natural light yogurt, and that will be for making the bread and things with. I've got these Baby Bell mini protein cheeses. They've got 5 grams of protein per serve. They're obviously for Jazz, not me, since I'm lactose intolerant, but he really likes to have those. I got some pineapple for the tacos. I got some asparagus because I just couldn't find any at the market, and I also got the taco seasoning. Actually, if you are gluten-free as well, this is the Old El Paso one, and they have a gluten-free taco seasoning. So that's been a little bit of a learning curve for me because I've always been used to catering to like the lactose intolerant stuff for myself, but it is interesting trying to do lactose and gluten-free for most options, but I feel like I've really nailed it at the moment, and it's not too hard to kind of do the two, and maybe it's kind of better for my tummy as well. I don't know, but anyway, I don't mind doing it. All right, last little bag of things. I've got these bird's eye frozen prawns. These are the ones that have the tail off, so they're peeled and devoned. This organic Greek yogurt for Jazz, he usually has a bit of that every day. It's actually insane how much more men eat than us. Like, I'm just overwhelmed watching like how many eggs and yogurts and snacks and things he eats during the day because he does train pretty hard at the gym. I also got 2 of these basmati white rices, which I'm going to use for the meals. My cereal, which I usually just have just right and like chop up the banana and have that with a bit of coconut flakes thrown through it, and some almond milk. I got an organic almond milk. You guys know this one is my favorite brand, the Australian Organic. I got tinned corn to make those zucchini fritters with, and I also got some organic eggs. So that's pretty much everything that we picked up. I want to say the entire grand total for all of that stuff was about just maybe like $350, sort of $300, $350. So to have breakfast, lunch and dinner for a couple for the entire week, I think that's pretty good. And especially because I'm not used to shopping for organic stuff. So the meat and vegetables definitely cost more than the normal things would. But yeah, I think we got a whole really good mix of things put together. This is the recipe for the gluten-free blueberry muffins. So it says 2.5 cups of almond meal, but I would probably just use gluten-free flour, coconut sugar, baking powder, salt, coconut oil or butter, unsweetened almond milk, 3 eggs, vanilla extract, blueberries, and the tray. And I'm pretty sure I have all of those ingredients, so I think I'm gonna make them. Well, this was not really intentional, but I think Jazz will be happy about this because they're pretty much going to end up being organic, gluten-free blueberry muffins, because pretty much all of the ingredients that I have are organic. So I've got unsweetened organic almond milk, the gluten-free flour, organic vanilla extract, organic salted butter. I feel like a wanker saying all of this, but it's so funny because that's just what our fridge has ended up looking like. We've got the organic blueberries, caster sugar, couple of eggs, and that's pretty much all the ingredients. So I'm going to mix all of that together and make the batter. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and persevering with my voice, because I think it's pretty much gonna go. So I'm gonna have myself one of those little muffins and I'm gonna park myself over on the couch in front of the heater and just settle in for, I think, a pretty relaxing movie night and a little bit more recovery over the weekend. But I love you guys and I will see you in the next video. Bye.